Today's local and national news from Thailand via the fabulous Pattaya Media Group. And if you'd be kind enough to like and subscribe, here's a tip for you to get the very latest news from us every day. When you subscribe, click on the button that says All. And then every day you'll get an update straight from us. As brothers Hamish and Oscar Day wallow in a Phuket police cell, so their parents, well-heeled millionaires in New Zealand, have told the press that their sons, 36 and 38, are just a couple of kids on a tourist trip. Sadly for them, more details have been revealed that indicate that whilst Mum and Dad sold their shares in a business for $10 million, both sons are still employed by the company, where Hamish at least was listed as the chief executive. So we'll be able to cover any fines and compensation here, but that's likely to do little for their business reputation back in New Zealand. The duo, one at least a Muay Thai boxer, was caught on camera grappling with a local traffic policeman and taking his gun at the same time, after being cautioned for poor driving. Now senior national police officers and the local governor have called for them to be blacklisted after any proceedings that may or may not be settled with compensation, otherwise that would see them spend time in the Thai jail. The education and training business where they worked has removed their profiles from the company's websites in an attempt to reduce any backlash. They've now been charged with 5 different offences here in Thailand, and as of yesterday, bail was denied. Intolerable behaviour just in one province, that of Phuket, has seen applications for deportation applied for in nearly 100 cases in the past 6 months. 41 Chinese, 8 Russians, 2 Swiss, 5 Indians, 3 Australians, 2 Brits and 7 others, most as a result of criminal activity, violence or antisocial behaviour, indicating that that region at least has a zero-tolerance attitude which is said to be spreading to other tourist areas around Thailand. And we're told for those who are thinking that they're above the law and can buy their way out of arrest, best to think again, as the publicity attached to most of these arrests, which spread quickly on social media, has seen several also charged with attempted bribery and their offers of cash refused. A plane travelling from Thailand to the UK saw pilots speeding up the landing process after a tourist attempted to take his own life in the aeroplane toilet. Cabin crews on the EVA flight repeatedly asked through the door for the passenger to return to his seat before entering, only to find him trying to meet his maker. No word on what emotional situation here had driven him to it, but Heathrow medics took him into care assisted by security teams who were expected to hand him over for mental evaluation. A former MP removed from her position in the Thai Parliament after being found to have violated parliamentary rules has been ordered to pay 7.25 million baht to the Election Commission to cover the cost of a new local election in her constituency. If she doesn't pay within a week, she faces having her assets seized. In Isan, when a Russian man filed a police complaint against a local woman, he demanded 100,000 baht compensation for injuries he says that she inflicted on him when she went to his home and beat him up. That, though, has led to her filing a claim against him for a brutal beating she alleges that both she and her 10-year-old son received from the Russian, who's said to have burst into her home when she was hosting a children's party, looking in all the rooms for his missing errant wife. One for the police to fathom out for sure, but whilst he may drop the charges, she says she won't. Meanwhile, at home and in Pattaya, a Chinese has told police that he met a woman through an online application, took her to his room for company and more, after which he fell asleep and she duly availed herself of his credit card before making a speedy exit. Later spending some 33,000 baht on gold jewellery with the card that we're told didn't require a signature or PIN number, she's seen on CCTV swiping for the yellow stuff. Police have her details. Her errant lover has a cash shortage and she has 2 necklaces more than she had before she met him. Residents in Sri Racha were scared when huge plumes of acrid and dense smoke blanketed much of the city, seeing many calling emergency services. Turns out that the fire was in an area used for dumping waste and no buildings were affected. But the fire was big enough to need 6 engines at the scene, where flames were finally doused after half an hour. And City Hall, along with the Met Office, have both issued significant rainfall warnings for our area today through to the week's end. The front, which is predicted to cover much of the north and east of Thailand, could be heavy enough to see flooding here in our region, and residents have been advised to prepare for such an event. And the Met Office promises today highs of 31, dropping down to 26, morning showers, winds this afternoon, and more rain predicted throughout the day. Local and national news today from Fabulous 103 FM and Fabulous Pattaya Media Group. And to get a notification every time we release another bulletin or program, like and subscribe to our channel, Fabulous Pattaya Media Group, by using the link below.